I was kind of digging around trying to figure out what I was going to do for today's video, and kind of figured I'd go through the non-coin things that I had come across. I'm not much into sports, but I have heard the name Randy Johnson quite a bit. I just thought it was kind of something worth holding on to. I got one of Super Patient Awards. Heard Rob talk about that one. Now, I'd say this one was probably supposed to be somebody's good luck charm. I got a couple of these that I don't have a clue what they are. Some kind of a, not sure if that might be a game token or what. And I thought this one was kind of worth grabbing up, but it's the Detroit Transportation Corporation. It's like a subway token, I guess. Actually, yeah, since that's a little subway car on the back there. I wasn't sure if this one was Michigan State University or Morehead State University. Monsters University, for that matter, I don't know. I'm not even sure if there's still a Druthers Restaurant around. It expired February 28th of 1982, so. Now this one I had to soak in a little bit of vinegar last night, but if you can see it there, it's where a kid can be a kid. It looks like it's got 2007 on it. I didn't notice the date before. But it's a Chuck E. Cheese token. And gaming token here from Bell Casino in Biloxi. 25-cent casino token. And here's a Memphis, Tennessee Beale Street souvenir token. I got two of those. Now this is kind of a really old one here. Apparently they put out a set of collector's coins that had different cars on them. And whatever Rufus the Roller Rod is, I guess it would be a character like Chuck E. Cheese, but for a roller rink. Not sure about that. Looks like he's got inline skates. Elot USA, no cash value. Not really sure what that is. A rec bar. I'd say probably a gaming token of some kind. Now I've seen a few of these, but very few. And back in the day, I had pounds of them and wish I'd held on to a few more. Somebody come bringing a Namco game token in, like you used to get at the old arcades. Champs roller ring. This is actually from one that we used to have a couple of townships over. Ain't been up but a few minutes. Still got all that nightly coughing and this is a 1996 Grand Victorian Casino and Resort. A big thick one. I guess it's bronze. I think it says Rising Sun, Indiana. I believe that this is just kind of maybe a Marty Girl token of some kind or something. Oh yeah, it says right there Marty Girl. I hadn't read that before. Picked up many of them when I lived in Alabama. Another one of religious origin. One more kind of a coin that I've got, and then I got something else I want to tell you guys about. But Franklin Delano Roosevelt apparently had a summer home, and it was called the Little White House. And I had somebody come in a while back, tried to spend this as a $50. I bought it off of them. But Warm Springs, California apparently has, or did have, I'm not sure if it's still standing, I don't know why it wouldn't be, but it was his summer home and he referred to it as the Little White House. And apparently this is one of the visitors tokens that you could purchase while you were there. Now, as I said, I manage a convenience store at the moment. But before, I've worked at a few others. And at the bigger corporate gas stations, you don't see near as much of it as you do out of the little mom and pops. But somebody's always wanting to do a little swapping. And well, it was about 9:30 in the morning here a couple of years ago. And I'm working at a little gas station. And, I mean, this place was so slow that the woman that owned the place basically paid me to work on my own car. If a customer pulled up, I'd clean up, go in, deal with them. Might see one customer every couple of hours. I mean, just really slow. And I'm in there one morning and had this little two-seater BMW pull up outside. And the boy got out and come in. He's probably, I want to say 23, 24, somewhere around in there. And is crying. And I said, man, is everything all right? And he said, dude, man, can you help me out? And I said, well, what's going on? And he said, well, I just got kicked out, and I don't have any money. And, well, I'm almost out of gas. Now, keep in mind, he's driving one of these little BMW Spider, whatever you want to call them. And I looked over his shoulder and said, well, what have you got to trade there, BMW? So he thought for a minute, and he said, I got this watch my grandmother got me. And I said, well, go get it and let's see what you got. So he goes out to the car and comes back in. And if you look really close, get the camera to quit messing around and focus. That is a Rolex Submariner. Even the cheapest version of it was $4,500 when I looked them up. But I gave him $40, actually $39.88 worth of premium for that. And I told him, I'm like, young man, you have until, we'll say December to come back and get this. It's the middle of August at the moment. But I told him, I said, you've got till December to come back and get this. I'll hold on to it till then. And if you ain't back to get it by then, well, I guess I'm fixing to just royally piss off my little brothers and sisters. What did y'all get Dad for Father's Day? I gave him the opportunity to come back and get it and never did see the boy again, so. Dad, he wasn't too fond of it. Said it was a little too fancy for him, so it's been in my collection ever since, but. That's going to be about it for today. Not too funny. I mean, I guess I could throw a quick one on there. I worked for a small general store probably 8-10 years ago, and had a couple of boys one day decided they wanted to start fighting outside the door. Well, I hear all this ruckus and everything. Now, keep in mind, I'm probably 220 pounds at the time. I mean, just full ungroomed Duck Dynasty look. And so these two are right outside our door, not even 5 steps away from the door, and jumping at each other like a couple of roosters. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen two roosters fight, but that's what these two look like. Swatting at each other and everything else. So I just walked up there, and not exactly between them, but just off to the side a little bit, and kind of got that little squatted down 3-point football stance kind of going on, and just kind of looked back and forth at the two of them, and back and forth and back and forth. And when one of them looked at me, I went, I got winner. And both of them broke and run. I'm like, but wait, guys, I wanted to have fun too. Just throwing a quick one in there. Y'all have a good one, and guys, y'all behave.